Hey, everybody out there, vinyl community, all the YouTube watchers. Hey, wanted to do a video today. It's kind of a thank you slash channel update. Today marks the year anniversary of my channel. Um, I put a post out on a few social media sites today, just stating that when I started this whole thing back a year ago, my first video was my Meshuggah uh, box set unboxing, and the whole thing spawned based off of the I just thought it was just a really kick-ass box set, and I wanted to show everybody. I thought everybody'd be want to check it out and see what was in it. So it was pretty rare. I think there's only like 700 of those box sets released. So you know one thing led to another. Did that video, and just it's kind of dominoed into what it is now. But I never thought in this first year doing this that I would meet so many people, and have almost 500 subscribers and over 100,000 views. So thank you to everybody who watches my channel, watches the videos, people who I've interacted with, and I've met a ton of people over the last year, and it's been just amazing. And I look forward to continuing to do it. Just real quick, a couple of updates. So some of y'all know, if you've seen me, I've been selling a lot of albums. We had our dryer go out lately, and was trying to come up with some money to pay for that. And I ended up getting this set of records, which I did an unboxing, or kind of like a garage sale haul I think it was a week ago. So I came across quite a few doubles in my collection. So I've been just kind of selling off, kind of purging my collection, selling some stuff that I wanted to get rid of, or I have doubles of. So I still got a few things for sale, and if you're interested, just let me know. I've been trying to post it in different communities to sell some of this stuff. But overall, done a pretty good job. I've been selling quite a few records and different things, but it's like I keep coming across different little deals, and it's been kind of nice, very inexpensive. One thing I wanted to show everybody was, if you remember, I had that Jensen little turntable that I was using in my office. Well, that's been replaced by these guys up here. What happened is I came across on Facebook Marketplace, somebody was selling the whole Sony this whole system. Came even with, down here I've got the antenna and the tape deck. Now the reason why the tape deck's down here is because I noticed when I played the tapes they didn't work very well. So I'm gonna take the shell off of it and see if I can't mess around with it and get it to work. I got this whole set for $50. This is a 110 watt per channel amplifier. Now the thing is it's integrated, so literally like it's like a ribbon cable that connects all these components together. Except for this was a separate unit that came, but this thing works fantastic for a CD changer. I mean, this thing works great. I mean, the price alone of $50 for I paid for all of this. I mean, I think this is, to me, it's worth it alone just for that. It's in great shape. This one, I noticed that when I change the A/B speakers, that I get kind of like a crackling from time to time when I'm listening. So I'm thinking that this switch, or the speaker input on the back where the wires go in, may be going out, or just like needs to be resoldered or something. So I'm gonna play around with that. But I mean, it's very minimal, and sometimes I don't hear it for days, and then it'll kind of pop up every once in a while. So I'm presuming that's why they got rid of it. Turntable works great. When I got it, the cartridge, now this is just a cheap cartridge, but it's kind of funny how everything has kind of played out. I had this Audio Technica cartridge. I actually have two of them from if you watch my Crosley, I think it was the Cruiser that I came across that time. I bought that. I really wasn't happy with it, but I ended up getting two of these cartridges. Well, when I popped off this cartridge that was on here when I bought this, because it was just completely mangled, It looks almost identical to the one the Crosley had. So I went ahead and popped the new one on there and it worked perfect. And sounds pretty good. The Sony turntable is not the best turntable, but it's definitely better than the Jensen. It sounds a lot better. So I'm not complaining at all. To me, it's an upgrade. It also came with 2 floor speakers. And again, I got all that for $50. So I was really, really excited. And if I can just kind of play around with the cassette deck and the amplifier and get that thing working, like 100% where it's not messed up at all, this is going to be a huge score for me. But other than that, I did see online that for like $50, the people are selling these all over the country. So I'm, even if it came to I had to invest a little bit more money into it, I still feel that if I had to spend $100 on all of this, it's a killer deal. And but I don't think I'm gonna have to get to that point. I really think I can fix this. So I was really, really happy with this purchase and really excited. Now, just word of advice: if you're on the marketplace or Craigslist, and it's a deal that's too good to be true, usually it is. And I was very, very upfront with the person who was selling this, because it was out there for a week, and I thought originally it was for 60. I talked them down to 50, but the reason why I talked them down to 50 is because it was out there for a week, and I figured that they weren't selling it because something was wrong with it. So I made sure that they tested it, and and really, like I said, just a couple of minor things. But nobody's just going to get rid of a huge stereo system from 1993 with speakers and everything for $50 unless something's wrong with it. So I kind of knew going into it. But again, don't let somebody just sell it from out from under you and like not let you look at it or at least hear it and test it out. But go into it knowing something's probably wrong, and maybe something that's not immediately noticeable. But again, look at the whole picture. If the value of what you're paying is worth, like I said, I'm happy with the CD changer alone for $50, but I can't complain. I got everything else. So just be careful if you're ever buying online. Don't just like meet somebody at the corner and take all the stuff home and expect you're going to get this fantastic brand new sounding system or whatever it is you're buying. But it's possible that could happen, but likely not. Again, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Last quick update. Looking to start a podcast, and I have been throwing around this for several months now. It's very, 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 very beginning stages, but what I'm doing right now is I'm actually buying equipment to begin recording, because I'm just using my cell phone right now. I've actually upgraded recently to a Samsung Galaxy 8, but I have slowly been buying a microphone, and let me get this AR here. So I bought a microphone, and then I bought the mic stand, and I actually got my first Google payment deposit for my channel. So it was like $105 or something like that. So I'm going to take that money and I'm going to buy an audio interface. I'm going to buy some cans, and I have to buy a little part for my mic stand to get that thing where it's all compatible with each other. And I should be good to go as far as equipment. And then really I've been throwing around the idea of what I want to do as far as, and I'm just kind of browsing my collection here, guys, sorry. But I really want to throw around, I've been kind of throwing around topics, because I'm not going to sit and talk about vinyl for half an hour a week. I just, as much as I like vinyl, to me, I think I would bore myself with that. It's stuff you can get online as far as like, finding out what's new every week. And I just don't know personally if I have enough content about vinyl and music to talk about it for 30 minutes at least a week. I'm sure I could come up with something, but I don't want it to be monotonous. So, but one thing that the couple things that I've had come up in the last few months that have kind of started paving me in a different direction, which is kind of related to vinyl, is maybe doing a podcast about kind of getting the value of things you buy. For instance, buying the stereo. People are paying, $120 for a Crosley. This is the second turntable I've bought for $50, or in this case under, because that was combined with all these other purchases. But just personal tips that I've come across over my time, of buying things, and it's not necessarily music related. It can be, I've got a whole list of stuff. Buying vinyl is one of them, and that would be probably my intro podcast. But I've got so many ideas that I've written down about, just different things that I've come across, or how you can, get the most out of your money when you purchase items, and not just taking the quick and easy way out and spending more money to do that. But I'll definitely have more information about that. Again, everything's kind of brainstorming. If I started podcasting, it would probably be in the last quarter of this year, if I were to launch it, if not the beginning of the year. But it's definitely in the works, and I'm just upgrading my equipment right now and kind of starting to lay the foundation of everything. So that's a little bit for me, and I appreciate, again, everybody watching as always. I can't say it enough. I've come across so many people, and I just, speaking from the heart, I thank everybody, and I hope that when I transition and start doing a podcast, some of y'all will come over and listen to it. And I always appreciate everybody's feedback. So I hope everybody has a good weekend. Thanks again. Here's to another year, and I can't say enough. Leave some comments. I was just actually I just purchased one of the viewers. I also subscribe to their YouTube channel. They have a band, and they released an album. Hey, I would love, if if you're releasing albums and you have bands, please let me know. I would love to hear it. I'll buy it. Just send over the link, and where the information is at. Other than that, I love to interact. So find me on Facebook. Leave comments on YouTube. I definitely interact and try to get back to everybody. So again, thanks for everything, and y'all take care.